Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we living. Last night, the 2022 Pro Football Hall of Fame class was announced. Big congratulations go out to Tony Boselli, Leroy Butler, Sam Mills, Richard Seymour, Bryant Young, Cliff Branch, Art McNally, and Dick Vermeil, your class of 2022. So it's never too early. Let's take a look at 15 notable players who will be eligible for the Pro Football Hall of Fame for the first time in 2023. Now, let me be clear. I don't expect all these guys to get in. I think some of them have little to no chance, but I just wanted to go over them. The 15 guys I find to be the most notable that will be eligible. I do think some guys could get in on the first ballot, and maybe I'll talk about that at the end of the video. But let's get into it. Here's 15 players that are notable that will be eligible for the Hall of Fame for the first time in 2023. I'll be naming the guys in alphabetical order by last name and just giving you some brief words about them. So let's start with Navarro Bowman, longtime 49er. Well, he played just 7 seasons, but in those 7 seasons, made 3 Pro Bowls, was a 4-time first-team All-Pro. He led the league in tackles in 2015. And that was one of 5 seasons in which he had 100 tackles. One of the better linebackers in the league. Former Legion of Boom member with the Seattle Seahawks, Cam Chancellor. Chancellor won a Super Bowl with the Seahawks, played 8 seasons, all of them with Seattle. Was named 4 Pro Bowls, had 12 career interceptions. And the year they won the Super Bowl, he picked off a pass in the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl against Peyton Manning. Jay Cutler, longtime quarterback, Broncos, Bears, and his career with the Dolphins. Cutler was a Pro Bowler in 2008, had a career record of 74 and 79 as a starter. For his career, threw for 35,133 yards and 227 touchdown passes. Here we got Elvis Dumervil, the 5-time Pro Bowl edge rusher, 2-time first-team All-Pro, led the league with 17 sacks in 2009, had 105 and a half for his career over the course of 11 seasons while forcing 23 fumbles. Here we got one of the best guards of his era, Jory Evans. Evans, the right guard, played 12 seasons, was named to 6 straight Pro Bowls from 2009 to 13. 2008 to 13. 4 straight first team All-Pros from 2009 to 12. Started all 183 of his career games, playing with the Saints where he won a Super Bowl and ending his career with the Packers. And actually his Pro Bowls were from 2009 to 14. I knew I'd get it right. Next, we got Matt Forte, running back, mostly with the Bears, also played for the Jets. In his 10 seasons, ran for 9,796 yards, 5 years going over the century mark. Also added 554 catches for 4,672 yards. Very versatile player. Scored 75 times in his career, combined rushing and receiving. Here we got one guy who loved getting to the quarterback. That was Dwight Freeney. Freeney won a Super Bowl with the Colts, was named to 7 Pro Bowls, 3 times was a first-team All-Pro, had double-digit sack totals 7 times in his career, led the league with 16 in 2004, and finished his career with 125 and a half sacks over 16 seasons. Here we got Tamba Hali. Hali played 12 seasons, all with the Chiefs, named the 5 straight Pro Bowls from 2011 to 15, 89 and a half career sacks, 3 seasons with double-digit totals, and also forced 33 fumbles in his career. D'Angelo Hall, Falcons, Washington, 3-time Pro Bowler, 43 interceptions, 8 seasons with at least 4 picks, recovered 15 fumbles, forced 11, and had 5 interception returns for touchdowns and 5 fumble recoveries for scores. James Harrison, long time Pittsburgh Steeler, the 2008 Defensive Player of the Year, won 2 Super Bowls while with the Steelers. 5-time Pro Bowler, 5 straight seasons from 2007 to 11, 2-time first-team All-Pro, sacked the quarterback 84.5 times for his career, 34 forced fumbles with 25 of them coming in a 4-year span from 2007 to 10. CJ2K, Chris Johnson, ran for 2,006 yards in 2009, had over 1,000 in each of his first 6 years in the league. For his career, 9,651 rushing yards, 2,255 receiving yards, 64 total touchdowns. Was a 3-time Pro Bowler and a 1-time first-team All-Pro. Best punter of this era, definitely Shane Leckler. Punted the ball 18 seasons for the Raiders and Texans. Was named a Pro Bowler 7 times, 6-time first-team All-Pro. 5 times led the league in punting average, and for his career, averaged 47.6 yards per punt. 3 more. Carson Palmer, quarterback, Bengals, Raiders, Cardinals. Palmer was a 3-time Pro Bowler. Was a runner-up for MVP, in 2015 at a career record of 92, 88, and 1 as a starting quarterback, 294 career touchdown scores with a league-leading 32 in 2005. Also threw for 46,247 yards. Darrelle Revis, Mr. Revis Island, one of the best shutdown corners of this recent era. Played 11 seasons, named the 7 Pro Bowls, 4 times was a first-team All-Pro, 29 interceptions in his career, 12 fumble recoveries, was the runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year in 2009. And lastly, we have Joe Thomas, seen by some as the premier left tackle during much of the 2000s. Played all 11 of his seasons with the Cleveland Browns. Made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 10 seasons, and 6 times was a first-team All-Pro. So there we have it. 15 notable players that will be eligible for the Hall of Fame for the first time in 2023. So what do you guys think? Which of these guys do you think will eventually be Hall of Famers? Which do you think will be first ballot Hall of Famers? To me, I think Joe Thomas and Darrelle Revis can be first ballot Hall of Famers. Someone like Jory Evans, I think, could eventually get in the Hall of Fame. A lot of guys like with his numbers, 6 Pro Bowls, 4 first-team All-Pros at his position of guard, do eventually get in. I don't know if it'll be first ballot, though. Otherwise, I mean, Shane Leckler, best punter of his era, but there's still only one punter in the Hall of Fame. That's Ray Guy, and it took him quite a long time to get in. Otherwise, I'm not sure any of these guys have the credentials. Maybe a Dwight Freeney. But otherwise, all these guys have had quite lengthy, solid careers. Maybe a guy like Navarro Bowman could have gotten in if his career was a little longer. But let me know in the comments which of these guys you think should get in, which you think will get in first ballot. It'll be interesting. A lot of good guys, good players still in on the Hall of Fame ballot. But again, congrats to the class of 2022. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Once the Super Bowl's over, I will be getting into my Mount Rushmores for all the NFL teams. I've already done my MLB teams. You could check them out. I got them in a playlist. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.